And there has become this huge argument about what comes first, health or the economy. Really? Are we really having that dumb, fucked up, moronic conversation? This is not supposed to be something that has sides. This is supposed to be something that we need to be on the same level, on the same page. Because if we are not on the same page on this, we will not make it through. 2 million people is around the 10% of the population of the United States is threatened that it could die. And that projection is taking into measure the measures and protocols that have been established throughout the whole United States. Yet, here we are talking about if the economy is more important than health. First off, one of them needs the other. This is a moment in which economy cannot function because the function of economy can put at risk the region of health. Putting the region of health at risk puts also the region of economy at risk. There should not be an argument. That's a fucking fact right there. That's a fact. So, I know it sucks being on the house, not earning money. I know it sucks balls, especially when we come and we are associated, we're colonized, because that's the right word for it. We're colonized from a nation that there are people in some states saying that it is better for the elderly to die, and we can make the sacrifice and open up the stores. We can all die. Everybody gets a small flu, and everything keeps on going. And I've been talking to a lot of people directly on how they're handling this without a job, how difficult it is to be in your house locked every time. It is really, really, really sad that even in our worst moments, we take sides and we make issues that we do not have to be making. In the case of Puerto Rico, we have a lot of people who are not being considerate of the people that we have to work, that we have to be a little bit more aware, be more careful. And I see people going in the streets because they do not want to stay in the house, and that's not how this curfew works. This curfew is that you run out or around 25% or 35% of the goods on your fridge, then I would say about to 50%, but let's say, for example, there's no milk and there's no essentials. Go to a small store. Everybody in Puerto Rico wants to go to Costco. They want to go to Sam's Club. And the thing is that they are spreading focus to all the island inside these huge mega stores. For example, and I will not say the name of the store, I've heard of one in Caguas, a really popular one that it's a site by itself, that it supposedly has 3 cases of COVID-19 positives, and they did not shut down the store. The reason that I do not is the only reason that I do not say the name of the store is because wait a moment. Wait. Wait. The only reason because this is really depressing that I have to explain and make a point out of this. But you need to stay home. You need to wait for at least 50% of the rations of your groceries to go to the supermarket. You do not. Milk is missing. I would like to get some of this specific juice that I like. I would like to get a cheesecake. No, this is not the time for your small desires. This is time to be taking care of ourselves. You want a piece of cheesecake? You wait until your rations run off, and then you get that piece of cheesecake. It's as simple as that. But people want to, and there's this other stupid debate going on this, and it is the liberty versus health, freedom against health. What the fuck, too? They're going over our constitutional freedoms, right? Because we are mostly dumb fucks who wants to do whatever the fuck they want. And if they do not get it by law, they do not put it in that way, we will be still doing whatever the fuck we want. And in this, say for example, the Easter weekend, we would have been all over the beach, all over sneezing, fucking around. And the thing is that this is not an issue about freedom. This is not an issue about economy. If you want freedom, you want economy, you need health. Because without health, you cannot have. They are unison. They are binary. They are together. They do not work in different sides as you dumb fucks who are arguing about this all over the internet. They do not go on sides. They need to be leveled. And at a situation as the one as we are right now, the most important thing right now is health. So we, in the meantime, in the future, we can try to save what's left of the economy and try to save what's left of our freedom. And the funny thing, as I explained on a recent podcast in the Spanish version of El Macedon podcast, is that right now, through this so-called closure, this quarantine, we have the opportunity and freedom of developing our better selves through the power of our own imagination. Let me explain something real quick. Imagination is not only for kids. It is for adults. It is the reason why things exist. It is the reason you have air conditioning inside your car. It is the reason you have a car with a fucking TV, in which you manage the whole car through a TV in the middle. Because someone had the imagination, someone had the balls to visualize that in their mind and put in it and created it in our physical world. This is the time, especially for the people who are now jobless. This is the time to tap in those talents, tap in those questions of what if I would have done that, how my life would have turned out. This is the moment. This is the moment. There's your freedom. That's the freedom that you need to get to know yourself better, to emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Marley really cleverly said once. So, this is what we have right now. And it's really, before I leave, I just want to make this statement about these programs right now, and we're going to be making a whole podcast on them because we have this let me check around here. This is about it. Thank you for all the people who have been listening to this podcast. My name is Marcel Macedon Cruz, and it has been a real pleasure to be with you guys. So I hope you guys keep safe, stay at home as much as you can. Go out if it is really, 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 really fucking necessary, please, and be safe. This is the most important thing. This is going to take time. This is something that is not going to be, let's just say, a couple of weeks more. I can't just say that it will be a little bit more of I would say, a couple of months. Try not to think of a year. But it doesn't matter how much it takes. It just matters that we make it out of it alive and healthy. And whatever it is left after all of this, we will recover because we are all resilient people. So I trust in that. I still have a blind trust in that, and I strongly believe it will be that way. So I would say that's about it. Be sure to tune in. We have a couple of podcasts that will be coming on. We will be talking about what is going on in the entertainment business, which is something that is really kind of, it's really fucked up. You know, seeing events like wrestling without audience is really messed up. A lot of the talk show hosts, they have got used to it really, really well. There's some others that make the experience a little bit creepy. So, we will see. But entertainment itself is shifting, so we will see an episode on that, and we will see an episode on how we can use our imagination, stuff like that, so I can help you too. So nothing, this is Marcel Massenon Cruz. This is the Massenon Podcast, and thank you for being with me just once again.